All right, what is opportunity cost? Double check this. It is correct. What is opportunity cost? What are you losing when you do something else instead? So if you've got your carrier down here, first thing you do, you take off and you decide to go over here to scout this flank. What are you not doing? You're not scouting this flank. You come over, you've now scouted this flank, and you're cutting mid. So you can scout this flank. What are you doing? You're not damaging this flank. You continue the scout. You're moving over, you've now scouted this, but you've lost vision over here. You'll eventually lose vision over here. Are you dealing damage here? No, you recall. You lost damage on this flank. Like, every interaction that you're doing is going to give you something, but not give you something else. If there's a push over on this side, if the enemy is coming in with three ships or whatever, if you're coming over and you're addressing that, you're not scouting the destroyer that's going wide looking to broadside your ships. If you're going over here dealing with this, you're not getting resets on the cap from the dude that's behind a rock that your team can't shoot. If you're going over here dealing with this, you're not getting information on the guy that's hurt, who's running away, who's going to eventually be able to heal because he's not spotted. So a lot of what CV play is about opportunity cost management, because you have so many possibilities. The possibilities are your strength. You could strike something over here. You could spot this so that people could know, oh, wait, he's going to try to broadside us. You could come over here and get resets. You could track down this guy and maybe get a kill before the heal is. The question is, what are you going to do? But having the possibility space of doing A, B, C, or D is, to my mind, what the strength of the carrier is, more so than the fact that it shoots something and deals some damage, or the fact that it can go over and spot, or the fact that it can reach around from a different angle or something. It's the possibilities to do all of those things, but the restrictions of only being able to do one of them at a time that makes the carrier what it is. And it's the threat that a carrier could do any of these things, but the restriction that it can only actually do one of them at the time, which forces people on the map to play with respect to a risk, but to give them the ability to acknowledge if the carrier is busy elsewhere, then the carrier is not busy on them. And what plays can they make if that risk of the carrier is lifted? What opportunities did they have? What things can they seize? For instance, if a radar cooldown has been burned and it's cycling over the course of a minute and 20 seconds, well, you have a minute and 20 seconds where there's no threat of a radar cooldown, so what are you going to do with that? And of course, if the CV ends up going over here striking and it doesn't work, then they could go to the other opportunity, so the risk can certainly return. But it's still something that has to be factored.